Hello and welcome to the Zavatal channel. My name's Dave, and in this video we're going to be looking at some hints and tips, especially if you're starting out on the tongue drum for the first time. Okay, now there are many different sizes of tongue drums. There are ones that are about small as that, up to 15-16 inch tongue drums. This particular one is a 13-inch D major tongue drum, and it's branded from Thomann. Okay, so the first thing, when you get your tongue drum, you'll probably play some of the notes or all of the notes just to see what happens. You'll give it a good bing bang bong, and very occasionally on one or two of the notes you might find there's a buzz, a certain buzziness as you hit the note. This can be caused in the manufacturing process, where a shard of metal gets almost stuck in the cut of the tongue. Now there's a way to rectify this, and that is to get a small piece of paper, perhaps fold it in half, and then just run it round the groove made by the cut of the tongue drum, and that will get rid of any shards of metal that have been left in there. You can take the stopper off the back and shake it to get it out if there's anything left in there, and then we're ready to go. Excuse me. Now, one of the most important things is to make sure you have the drum at the right height. Now, if you sit on say a kitchen chair and have it on your lap, that's usually fine, but the main thing is to have your arms feeling nice and comfortable, almost parallel with the floor, so that as you hit the drum, you're nice and relaxed. It's no use trying to play up there. You'll give yourself sort of neck ache and shoulder ache, and if you lean forward and playing like that, you'll give yourself backache, I think. Okay, so the drum height is very important. Now you can have it on a table, say a kitchen table. That's good if you want to stand up and play. As I say, you can have it in your lap. I usually have mine on this, I don't know whether you can see the top of it, a snare drum stand, and that fits on quite nicely, and I have my stool adjusted. Now the next thing we're going to look at is the orientation of the drum, which way it faces. So we'll go to the overhead camera for that. So the way we orientate the drum in front of it, which way we have it, is, in other words, is to have the bigger tongues or lower tones towards the body, close to the body, and the smaller tongues furthest away from the body. So the rising scale is a very logical way to play the drum. Now we'll look at the mallets. There are different types of mallet, and there is a link in the description to a video that shows these different types. But the mallets are very good that come with the drum, and the best way is to get them a sort of hand's width from the end and to hold them very loosely, so that when you hit the drum the head bounces nicely. But you can also, of course, play with your fingers, and the method is to strike the tongues with the tips of your fingers or the side of your thumbs. Really to sort of flick the fingers onto the tongues to emulate the sound of the mallets, really. Now the tongues have what we call a sweet spot, which is the best place to strike the tongue, and it's usually about there, near the top of the tongue, and you get a good clean resonant sound. You can hit them here towards the end there, and you can hear the different quality of the sound, I'm sure. Now when you start to play, try to alternate your left and right hand, or right and left hand. It makes patterns easier to play. Makes things much easier to manoeuvre around the drum. Okay, so one of the most important things that you should do is to just play around with the instrument. Just bing bang bong it. It helps you to get to know the instrument. And really the most important thing, I can't impart how important this is to try and play every day. Now you don't have to do 3 hours of practice, 5 or 10 minutes, but it's that regular daily playing that will help you improve your technique, get you to know the instrument, and work out a few patterns again and see if you can remember them and play them the next day. Okay, now this channel has a lot of videos on of me playing, but most of them tend to have overhead shots. Now these are quite useful if you're learning, because you can watch what I do, the patterns I play, and you can copy some of them if you like. There are quite a few links in the description which you may find helpful. And also, please subscribe. It does help to keep the channel going. If you have any questions, use the comments section. So once again, thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next one.